Hey everybody, welcome to Hankster's Hot Rods and Muscle Cars in Homer City, Pennsylvania. I want to show you this car today behind me. This is a 1987 Buick Grand National. This car is certified. That means it comes with our 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty. Also comes with free enclosed shipping at the price you see on our website, hanksters.com. Visit there for a bunch of photos and info about the car. We'll walk around it today and show you what it's all about. And later on in the video, look underneath and start it up at the end. So what we're looking at is a really aggressive styled car here. Really one of the baddest cars on the road in the 80s. And it looks the part, all blacked out. We have black trim everywhere. There's really no bright work on this car. We do have a little bit of bright work here on our wheels. These are aftermarket wheels. 18 inches on the front, 19 inches on the rear. You can see the honeycomb design done in the black paint to match the body, but then the rim is polished here. Real nice, kind of a deeper dish here. Like I said, 18s on the front, wrapped in Firestone tires. You can see blacked out wheel arch moldings here. Those are in good shape. Black paint shines super nice on the car. Really menacing look here on the Buick. This is our Grand National badge here on the fenders. Specific to this car, you can see that little badge here. It's designed because the car was turbocharged, one of the first turbocharged cars there in the 80s, and it also has an intercooler underneath that we can see in the video. So that badge sort of has the shape of a turbocharger. Here we see more blacked out trim around our windows. The drip rail molding all done in black. It's kind of a satin black there. It's in good shape, nice and clean. Side view mirrors on the driver's side and the passenger side also painted in black to match. Good condition, mirror glass looks good. And then we see some dark tint on the side window and our window here on our C-pillar. So aftermarket tint there just adds to that menacing look. We do have a body molding here down the side of the doors and fender there. Lines up nice and straight there. Our gaps look good. The paint on the car looks really good in person. No chips or anything along that edge. Really nice and consistent from top to bottom as well. Real big doors on the car, nice and straight. Let's take a look inside. These Buick Grand Nationals came with a two-tone cloth interior. So you have the black on the headrests and the bolsters there, gray in the middle, front and rear. You can see another one of those turbo badges on the headrests on each side. They're embroidered in there. Automatic transmission, 200R4. Center console there. You can hear it clicking. This car has a security system. Factory controls for the heat. Factory style radio as well. I'm sorry, it's a CD player, more of a modern CD player there for the audio. Gauge cluster, that's original to the car. Tachometer is neat in this car. It's digital, so when you rev it up, you see like a digital line there increasing as you increase your revs. So you have your speedometer and then your fuel gauge in there as well. Car has some modern features like tilt wheel, cruise control, things like that. That's the standard steering wheel, leather wrapped, and then the Buick horn button there in the middle in gray. Let's take a look at the door panels. Cloth here on the top portion. Kind of a luxury style here on the interior. Have a nice grab handle here in the middle of this styling bar here across the top. Armrest here is padded, done in gray. You can see the middle gray section. Power door locks. That's our mirror remote there. Bottom covered in carpeting. And then we have a little speaker there in the front doors. Door closes well and easily. We do have a little rub strip here on the back side just to protect it from any door dings, but that gap is nice and consistent on the back as well. Body lines look good as we look down the side of the car. Paint on the roof, real nice and shiny. Black paint looks really good on this car. As we look at the rear of the car, we can just kind of see that notched off back there, real aggressive styling, vertical slope there. Rear rims match, a little bit wider on the lip, and they're 19-inch on the rear. Still wrapped in the matching Firestone tires though. Here we can take a look at the back window, also done in tin. You can see the defroster lines there on the, so it's a defrost glass in the back. Our brake light's going to be in there. Dark tint on the back too. Paint on the rear panel looks good. Alignment looks nice on the trunk lid as well. A little styling ridge right down the middle. It's a nice styling feature there. Trunk mounted spoiler, it's a little one, not too high, just about an inch or so. Continues here onto the side panels. But that black, all blacked out look continues on the back. Our bumper strip, our overriders, all done in black. Black in between our taillights here. The lenses on the taillights look nice. Red plastic, nice and crisp and clear coloring there. You can see how bright those reverse lights are. It looks real good. Another one of our Grand National badges here on the driver's side of the car. Let's take a look inside the trunk. Pretty big in here. Edge of the trunk lid painted nicely. You can see the gloss black paint underneath here. We do have a couple stickers there, including the RPO codes there on the right-hand side. That'll just give you the options for the car. So important to have that. Rain gutter nice and clean, glossy paint here. Seal clips down over a lip there. It's all attached well, nice and pliable. It's going to keep out any water when you're washing it. Inside of the trunk is all covered in carpet. So you have carpeting here on the sides, on the bottom, even on this back side here where the latch is and the light assemblies, all covered in carpet. And we do have a set of embroidered floor mats to include as well. Front and rear, front ones have that Grand National logo embroidered. Trunk closes well here on the car, nice and tight. Here I'm taking a look down the passenger side. On a black car, you would notice any imperfections in the body or any waviness. This car looks nice and straight all the way down as I look down the car. You can see our body line here at the top, real nice and crisp. Here we can take a look around the trim, some of our windows. It's real neat. Paint meets up to it very nicely. No chipping or anything like that. Our body molding here on the passenger side matches the driver's side, of course. And then our door gap here, you can see it's real nice and flat too. Also has that rub strip. That's important to have if you bump your door into something, you're not going to get a chip on the paint. It'll protect it. And take a look inside the passenger side. We can see here that the dashboard's all finished off in the kind of a medium gray color. Glove box, and above it we have a little Buick badge there on top. You can see all of our factory venting and everything. All those plastic vents are in good condition. Top of the dashboard looks nice too. It's nice and flat. It's not cracked. It's not faded. Carpet's real nice and black in this car. The two-tone color scheme really shows off well. It just kind of breaks up that all black from the exterior. And then we have a retractable shoulder belts here for the front seat belts. Door panel here on the passenger side, also in good condition. It's not wavy, it's nice and straight all the way across. No cracks or anything in the padded armrest. Paint in the door jambs looks nice, sill plates, nice and shiny in the car as well. Door closes very easily without much effort. Here's our matching side view mirror on the passenger side. Body gap here on the front door to fender looks nice, real nice and consistent. Here I'm looking at the windshield. This is the only clear piece of glass on the car. A little tint at the top, but then of course the windshield has to be clear. And you can see how nice and clear it is. You can see right through it, in good shape. I don't see really much scratching or nicks at all. Shows very well. Here's our antenna for the car, for the audio system. Another Grand National badge attached to the car well, in good condition. Didn't see any damage on any of the wheels. They look really good. Here, we'll take a look at the hood. You can see a little raised section here in the middle. It's not a functional scoop, it's just raised up a little bit. And then our 3.8 turbo badge there on each side. A little bit of checking in the paint on the hood. Just very light marks there. Doesn't really detract from the car. You don't really notice it until you're up super close. But it's really only on this surface of the car. More of the blacked out treatment here in the front. Our headlight bezels done in black, our grille all black. It's plastic, it's in good shape. There's no cracks in it, no loose panels or anything, and a little Buick badge there. We do have aftermarket headlights, as you can see, so the styling of those is just a little bit different, but it fits the styling of the car. Good choice on picking those out. Bumper, it's a metal bumper. It's painted black though, it's in good condition. Even around our turn signal lenses, the bezels there are black as well. One thing I wanted to point out, there's kind of filler panels here behind the bumper, and The original cars, they were kind of a rubbery material and it would deteriorate. These have been replaced and are in great shape, so no cracking or anything in those. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the hood. Oops, excuse me. So as you can see, underside of the hood has some insulation there with our Buick and our turbocharged badge. That was factory for the Grand National. Hood struts hold the hood up, so no prop rod on this, and they're doing their job, holding it up well. What we're looking at here is kind of an interesting engine. It's, like I said, turbocharged, so what we're looking at is a big turbo here with a heat shield around it. It has a K&N intake, tucks down under the car. We'll see that when we look underneath, and here's the piping there for the intake. It's a 3.8 V6 engine. It does have some valve covers that have fins on them. Those are what they look like from the factory. You do have a chrome breather there. Looks like we have a gauge here, a pressure gauge, and a blow-off valve. Has some nice upgrades. Comes with air conditioning, has power disc brakes, power steering, of course. Looks like we have a controller there for fuel mixture there. So a few upgrades here from stock, but this car is a certified car, so it was road tested, gone over with the mechanic staff. You know, some original parts like the cooling system, that's original to the car. No changes there. So yeah, that'll kind of wrap it up here for the Grand National. We're going to take it in the back and we'll put it up on the lift, take a look underneath, and at the end we'll start it up for you. All right, thanks for hanging around, everybody. Here we're underneath our 1987 Grand National. Highly original under here. We can kind of get started. This car is certified, so it comes with our warranty. It's been checked by the mechanics here at the shop. Make sure it's roadworthy, everything works and functions as it should. So interesting here up front, I got a close look at the car. There's some kind of like air ducting, I guess you could call it, or deflectors, right? Plastic pieces here mounted to the underside of the car. They're all in good place, or good shape. They're not damaged or anything, all mounted like they should, but it's neat because it directs air here right into the intercooler scoop here at the bottom of the car. So just kind of neat to see that all that original stuff is there as it should be. Here on this side I see a K&N air filter there for the air intake. Here in this area is where the rad support is, and the radiator. That's stock stuff. As I look up here I can see you know, that there's no signs of any leakage here. Here's the lower hose on this side. Everything looks fine, nice and dry there. As we make our way back, we can see some of the suspension of the car. Pretty large sway bar, looks like to be about 1 inch, maybe even a little bit bigger here, mounted to the chassis of the car with some U-clamps and some rubber bushings. Rubber feels good, it's not cracked or anything. I don't see any cracks in it. And then we have little end links here on each side of our sway bar connected to the control arm, and that's the same story. There's rubber bushings in there on both sides of those. What we're looking at original here is the cross member and the lower control arms. Those are done in steel, textured undercoating here on those, and then up through we have our stock style suspension here with our shock absorbers up through our coil springs here. Steering, looking at the steering box here, steering rods, tie rod ends, all adjusted steering and driving straight down the road. That's all adjusted properly and in good shape. I don't see any evidence of leaks there at the steering box. Brakes here, we can see that the pretty big gap here between the rotors and the wheels. This car does have oversized rims on. I think these are 18s up front. We'll see that when you look at the outside of the car. But we have disc brakes here up front. The backing plates are in place there. Our upper control arms, those are the original steel units as well. Here I'm looking at the oil pan of the vehicle. Drain plug here, nice and dry. The perimeter, all nice and dry as well. I don't see any evidence of leaks as I look all the way around it. It's that 3.8 liter V6 engine here, that turbocharged motor here in this Grand National, backed by an automatic transmission 200R4 automatic. Here I'm taking a look at the exhaust. This is the original style. I'm looking up, I'm seeing the manifolds coming down here to a single exhaust, splits into two with a pair of hooker headers there in the back. Here we can see floorboards of the vehicle really nice and clean. No evidence of any damage. All the factory stamping is there. No corrosion visible on those, just a light coat of black paint on the floorboards of this vehicle. And here we can kind of see a little bit of the frame rails of the vehicle as they go back the sides of the car. It's where our lift is supported here. So full frame under this Grand National. And then my pinch welds down the rockers look good as I look down both sides. Nice and straight. Rocker panels look good too as I look back. So yeah, that'll kind of wrap it up here. I think we talked about what we needed to, and we'll take the camera to the back side and we'll keep going on this Grand National. All right, let's continue here on this Buick. So here we're looking at that set of hooker mufflers here, kind of a squared off shape there. Come back and the tailpipes go over the axle exit here, kind of in the front area of the fuel tank on both sides, just kind of a slash cut there at the end of those exhaust pipes. As I look up, I'm looking at my drive shaft here, taking a peek where it enters into that automatic transmission. Nice and dry there, no evidence of leaks at that output shaft seal there. Comes back and connects to this 8.5-inch 10-bolt rear end. It's a POSI traction unit, 342 gear ratio. You can see my brake lines are routed properly. They're in their clips there. We do have some braces here from the top of the rear end to the chassis of the vehicle, and then our trailing arms here to the outer edges of the axle as well. Stock style shock absorbers, KYBs here on both sides, and then our coil springs here stock the units too. Looking up here, looking at the underside of the trunk, super nice and clean up there. Nice clean metal, all the stamping is there. I see all the seams. Looks really nice and clean. There's the original heat shielding on the underside of this car too. I can see some up here protecting the fuel lines. There was some more up front too. You can check that in the pictures. You'll see all that stuff. Here at the fuel tank, I did see some wiring here at the back side. Of course, this car is fuel injected, so there's a fuel pump and things like that running with those wiring. The fuel tank itself kind of offset to one side of the vehicle back here. Rubber isolators here, keeping the noise down, making sure it's not vibrating. This little well here is where our spare tire would be, so that metal's all good, clean. Frame of the vehicle runs back here. Don't see any corrosion on it. Looks nice and clean, not modified or anything. We do have these big wheels on the back too. I think they're 19s on the back of the car, if I remember correctly. Really good shape. You can see no damage or anything on the inside of those. For the rear brakes, we have drum brakes here on the Buick. And then I'm looking at my brake cables coming back here, e-brakes connected to both sides there. Yeah, and we kind of finish off here at the back. Frame looks good as it exits the vehicle. Rear bumpers mounted to the frame there, and then there's kind of those impact bumper shock absorbers there on the back side of that as well. So yeah, that'll wrap it up. Let's put it down and start it up.